You're looking to get your teeth cleaned, maybe even something a little more complex, then Brannon Crossing Family Dental has got you covered.
Yeah, the newest addition to the GDK and WTVQ family. Meteorologist Elise Dolinar is out at Brannon Crossing Family Dental to get a scoop on what they have to offer. Elise, how are we doing out there this morning?
Not too bad, Eric and Doug. Yes, what a great day to start off the day this Wednesday with a trip to the dentist. We all love doing that. But with me this morning is Dr. Akira Nakata, and they're a little bit of a special center out here. I understand that you guys can do crowns in one day, so that's something a little bit different. So I don't know if you want to explain to me and the viewers just a little bit about the process of the crown making. And this is step one right here, so if you can tell me a little bit about what's kind of going on. We've got a monitor here and some teeth there.
And so basically with this system right here, we basically use a camera that scans the teeth, and then once everything's ready, we scan it to this computer, and then once the scanning's done, then we'll design it on here, and then we basically send it to a machine that basically makes the crown the same day. And so it kind of works out really good for patients that are, you know, really pressed on time, or they're coming from further away, and so that we kind of like to do that for patients that need that service.
Now, you said that it's really good for patients who are pressed on time. That's not normal for to get the crowns done in one day, but again, as you mentioned, a really big benefit for people who are tight on time.
Right. Most crowns, you know, when you go in for a crown, it's you take the impression, you go home with the temporary for about a week to about 2 weeks, and then you come back and then you put the crown on. With this thing, you can have it done in about 2 hours, and then you're done. So it's a lot simpler, less visits to the dentist, and so that means less time from, you know, work. So.
Now, you said that this is step one, but there is step two. I don't know if we want to start talking about the next process. You take these x-rays and look at everything first, and then you said you start, I guess the term is milling. I'm not really familiar with that, but I guess if you can walk us through the process of making these crowns.
All right, we can do that. And
we'll be heading over this way.
All right.
So if you want to tell us as we're heading over there kind of what's going on.
So basically, once the design is done, we basically go to the machine over here that you see on the screen, and then the machine will take a block of ceramic and then basically adjust it and mill it to the actual specific, or actually cut it to the specific design that you make it. And then once that is done, you will actually bake it in the oven, and that sits up for about 15 to 20 minutes. Just depends on what you're trying to do. But we can also make it different characteristics, make it a little bit whiter, a little bit yellowish, and then just make sure that it looks good and matches the teeth.
Right, and as you said, people can get their crowns done today in just 2 hours and head on home. So this is a great process, and you said you're one of the few places that are doing it, but it's something that might come about in a few years, kind of a new process.
I think it'll be more and more common. We'll definitely see this kind of technology kind of take over the world as far as, you know, dentistry anyway, but it does work out really well. It's very accurate, and as far as quality-wise, I think it's very, very good. So that's kind of where we're headed.
All right, well, thank you. That was about the crowns. We're going to be talking about some teeth whitening coming up, but for now, I'll toss it to Eric and Doug.